Well, today's a good day for the Queensland Police. And I say that because the Police Commissioner, Katarina Carroll, who took on the top job in 2019, has today announced her resignation. The Labor-appointed Commissioner has deeply destroyed the morale within the Queensland Police Force, implementing some of the most divisive standards we have ever seen within Queensland Police. In 2021, 200 men missed out on joining the police force because of gender quotas set by this Commissioner. The Queensland Crime and Corruption Commission said that the 50-50 recruitment strategy resulted in the discriminatory practices used against male candidates. And on top of that, Katarina Carroll and this government were personally responsible for the disgraceful mandate that forced officers to have the jab or face criminal charges of official misconduct. I'm all too familiar with many of those coppers who have lost faith in the Commissioner over that shocking threat. Good police who made informed decisions on their own health, not others, but were persecuted by this Commissioner and the Labor government. And because of the steep decline in morale within the force, officers are telling their family and friends to avoid joining, creating a much greater shortfall of new recruits. And as statistics show, Queensland is on track to lose 30% of its workforce over the next 10 years due to retirement, and yet we continue to see a shortfall in new police graduates. And as such, Katarina Carroll and Labor have adopted a policy of recruiting 17-year-olds fresh out of high school to undertake police training. These kids are barely off their P's. They're still learning about life's lessons themselves, and yet they're expected to police the community. Katarina Carroll's announcement to leave the role of Police Commissioner is welcomed by most frontline officers who won't be shedding a tear today. They just hope the next Commissioner isn't there to climb the greasy pole like this one. Queensland Police want top brass who are in their corner, not someone who will throw them under the first bus, as we've seen with the suspension of the Gold Coast cop who dared to try and put a stop to juvenile crime. And that is why Katarina Carroll will be remembered as a failed police commissioner who helped cultivate Queensland's worst crime, not stop it. And maybe we'll get the leadership within the police force we deserve. Leadership from someone determined to hold this state government accountable for legislative change that will assist police to keep these young thugs off the street until they learn their lessons. The safety of Queenslanders and those here in Keppel is One Nation's top priority. It's certainly mine. I'm James Ashby. I'm running for the seat of Keppel here in Queensland. You can follow and like this page, but most importantly, vote for me and One Nation at this October's state election.
One Nation, One Nation.